waters that calm even the most violent of waves of the soul. May those around you, both mighty and small, marvel as he sets a table before you in their presence. May your heart rest in the easiness of his comfort, while your eyes gaze at him with wonder as he sculpts your being into a kaleidoscope of pure light. May you run like a deer, covered by the tall greenery of his love, into a flower bed of his help. Hold a glass, telescope, and look. There, in the far distance, is a glimmer. Drawn closer, a mighty fall of fire in the center. And in the center, you are a pioneer, a trailblazer. You exemplify what a woman would be if she were made from a jasper stones.
Girl, jasper stones. You should have brought us tissues. Is this
Y'all are shades. Y'all are lucky.
They are good.
Visionary.
Yes.
Dear Kwanele, Deborah was a judge. Her name meant speak. In the midst of turmoil, she arose as a mouthpiece of truth. Uncommon for a woman to be a judge, but she was resilient and formidable. Her voice echoed so vastly, even in silent caves. May your head be crowned with the helmet of salvation. May your bosom be laid with the breastplate of righteousness. May you kneel behind the shield of faith. May your hips be surrounded by the belt of truth. May you confront those before you with the sword of the Spirit, and may your feet be covered in the gospel of peace, Kwanele. You are rare. Like a diamond, in the dirt you come forth.
That's so beautiful.
I'm waiting for a book.
I know, right? It's like,
We are waiting for a book.
can you please get a book?
Like it wasn't coming.
that.
So.
What's that word? Commitment.
I have commitments to ship.
Let's work on those, girls.
We'll be right here.
Like in episodes. Alright, okay. Dear Will, may the joy of the Lord continue to be your dress. May he lift you up with his mighty right hand. In your beginning, may you boldly walk in your blessed end. Even as a servant in the house of a king, may you be about the business of your father. May your eyes be opened to becoming a knowledgeable steward of the palace. They are only... yes. They are only lost because God has made them first. You are beautiful, you are bold.
Beautiful and bold.
Okay. Dear Nslama.
What? Did I spell it wrong?
You are a fountain of wisdom and a vessel of honor. Your heart of gold shines just as brightly as your charming disposition. You are the epitome of a powerhouse. Many shall come and they shall draw waters of inspiration from the wells of your heart. We are inspired by your witty, eccentric, and awesome composure. Your faith oozes from everything that you do. The rays of your love touch everyone, and the name Dalama has become synonymous with love. Thank you for sharing your life with the world.
Okay, next. Dear Tandazani, may your heart be continuously saturated in the love of God. May you keep his promises safely in your heart. May you wear no crown other than... okay. May you wear no crown other than the one given to you by the King. May you bask in the shine of his everlasting glory. May he always find obedience in the seat of your loins. May the works of your hands become monuments in the hearts of great men. Humility, love the broadness of your shoulders. May your mind be the dwelling place of unexplainable gratitude and awe. May your smile cause even angels to bow down and worship your Maker. May your May your words be seasoned with salt. You are like an ever-running river, where trees that are planted next to it always bear fruits in and out of season. You are kind, you are gentle, you are clothed with strength and love. Hetty, thank you. Aww. We are Kala.
No ways.
Dear the Pelele, wisdom weighs you well.
We can't hear you.
Ooh.
Girl. Like, chill.
Low tone, so if you can't hear it.
Exactly.
Never questions.
Dear the Pelele, wisdom weighs you well. Knowledge seeks you out like a bee for pollen. May God lead you as you walk along the path of intellect. May He cause you to see as you search out the truth. May your curiosity knock at the great door of secrets of God as He delights in revealing them to you. May your heart marinate itself with the mystery of glory and take joy in the peace of holiness. May you find, and after you have found, may you search. May the treasures you find in hidden rocks of clay become yours. You are not a force, but force itself. May you carry the excellency of a created king. Take those spectacles in one hand and the world by the other.
We know you cried.
This is so cute. I'm gonna frame this.
Me too, right?
Oh
my God.
It's so nice. Thank you, Cornelia. Yeah. Do you know where I got it? Do you know where I got Salama from?
Wait.
It's something. People don't know how to say Ndalama. So I don't know where that D and the Z became an S. But everybody just started saying Nsalama. That's who I am.
That's who you are.
How are you guys though?
We're good.
Okay. Yeah, happy is a good word.
Happy?
Yes. Are we
In general or now?
In general.
in general? Yeah.
Are you happy in general? Are you happy? Wait, are you happy because today you woke up happy, or are you happy? Like, are you in a state of happiness?
I think I'm in a state of happiness.
Oh wow, that's great.
Yes.
Must be nice. In a time when everyone is crying, people are dying.
Like, but leave me.
That's how I feel.
I am happy, girl. Let me be. It's fine. How's everybody else?
I am content. Yeah. It's a season of contentment, so that's me right now.
But why content? What makes you so content?
I've just been having moments with God, almost fighting with Him about giving me certain things. And so He's just been walking me through this path of contentment, understanding that what you have now is good. It's a journey.
Personally, I'm not well.
Personally,
You look great, though.
I
mean,
yeah, the girl is always looking pang.
yeah,
It's generally a thing. So, yeah, personally, I'm not well. A relationship with God is in shambles. Yeah, so like there's a lot that's going on in my life. Don't see me laughing and just looking this pang and think it's a lot. So I think we've been fighting a fight that I think that even if I was to win, I'd never fully win. I don't know if you... So basically, now it's not even about the situations that I'm in. It's not even about like how I am mentally, emotionally. It's just about why wouldn't you do it now? If you are gonna do it, why not now? Because at the end of the day, you are gonna do it. If we are teaching each other lessons, can we teach each other whilst on a journey where we are happy? Because generally, I just feel that as a person, when you are happy or when you are more content, whatever that the other person is trying to teach you, you grasp it way quicker. Because imagine you are going through the most and someone says to you, I can't give you food now because you need to grow your food yourself. It wouldn't make sense, as much as it's a real thing, but it wouldn't make sense. So that's where we are, me and God. So I'm generally not happy, to a point that at some point I've just stopped. I was like, hey, let's stop. Maybe we'll continue at some point. But I realized that that's not working. You can't be angry at someone that doesn't even recognize that you're angry. You are just, I feel like we are, or maybe I'm expecting a God that's gonna give, whilst I'm not giving. So yeah.
That is helpful.
Yeah. But how are you coping? How do you then wake up in the morning and decide, I'm gonna live today?
Basically, as the trend says, I decide every morning. I'm like, today we are being grand. We are doing everything that we can to pull through.
Yeah.
Because for now, it's literally for me. I'm not even pulling through for anyone. Pull through for me. So yeah.
I get it, you mean.
Queen, yeah.
How are you, Tanda?
Me. I'm breathing. I'm breathing. I'm coping. Some days are good. Some days are bad. Some days are horrible. Some days I wish I could just be numb and not feel anything. Some days I'm super excited and super grateful for each and everything that God has blessed me with. Sometimes I feel like it's too much, or I'm expected to do much. But again, the word says, to whom much is given, much is required. So you get up each and every morning and be like, God, what is the tree doing today? And one thing I've taught myself, Uguti, I want to be present. Like, if I'm here, I want to be here. If I'm in this season, I want to be here. Even when I'm cooking, like, I don't want to think about school because I'm cooking right now. I want to perfect whatever that I'm doing. If I'm studying, I don't want to. But now, sometimes it's just a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of things here and there. And I get what you're saying, Gutsena, you're not pulling through for anyone. It's just you. I've been feeling like that. I feel like I've been giving and not really much receiving. So I'm in a journey of putting myself first. Like, in everything that I do, you come first. Your happiness come first. Your joy come first. Your relationship with God comes first. Like, it doesn't have to be affected by any other thing that's going around or happening. Yeah, well, so I'm just in that journey. I'm like, God, like, I'm expecting something great. I think I'm always in expectations, and Nkulunkulu always amazes me and always pull through for the girl. It's okay, because the son is always expecting something. Let me just do the things for her. As hard as it has been, as challenging as it has always been, but God is good.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, God is good. So I'm coping, I guess. I'm coping is the right word.
It's okay to cope sometimes. Don't always. I think most of the time you hear that phrase, Uguti, you must you mustn't live, you must thrive. And we forget that sometimes it's okay for me to just cope. In order to thrive. Like, you're always running to the next best thing, forgetting, like you're saying, to be present right now. And then you get so frustrated. Why am I not thriving? Because they said I must thrive. Why am I not thriving? We don't address. It's almost as if we dismiss the point you are at right now.
And expect the next
and
thing
expect
all
the
the time.
next. And because now everyone else is dismissing where you are now, even you feel like, why am I not moving?
I know.
I need to move. You get so depressed, you get so anxious. And sometimes, it's just a matter of, no, wait, sit, look, absorb, understand, feel everything, so that when you then move, because sometimes you can't move to a certain place without having accomplished the place that you're at now. And remember that where you were now, you weren't there the day before.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? And so you're gonna keep moving like that, but sometimes we forget to sit. And I get why sometimes we forget to sit. Sometimes sitting and absorbing is not nice, because where you are is not nice.
Yeah.
It's not fun. Like, everybody around you is succeeding. Everybody seems as if they're flourishing. Like, why me, God? Like, what is it that I did so wrong that I'm here and this person is there? You get what I mean? And I guess, like, it's so sad. It really is sad. This is why I'm not a fan of social media anymore, because you compare your right now with someone's yesterday.
I get you, girl.
Yeah, you get what I mean? Like, you compare your... The thing is, they had the privilege of not showing you the ugly side of how they got to where they are.
Yeah.
And here you are thinking, oh my gosh, my life is horrible. Things are not going well. Upetele looks good, like she's glowing, her skin is fabulous. And only to find that Upetele woke up that day with no food. She just took a picture because that's what she has. She woke up with no food. She woke up with this. She's not going to put in her caption. Woke up today with oats. But look at me banging. Yeah, so I get what you mean. I really do. How are you doing, Siphelele?
I've been okay. I've been on another journey of self-discovery. A better one, I hope. I think being in a university setting, I listened to a lot of different people. They influenced some part of my character. Kind of lost myself for all of 2 seconds, 5 minutes. And I'm glad that I've been finding myself again. Well, I came here from home to be alone because it was during the COVID-19. I was like, okay, Sophia, I just, marinate and refine myself. These people came back. Here we are. She's like, I'm coming back. I'm like, no. But anyways, here she is, and she's organized this lovely picnic for us, and I'm glad. I'm here and continuing and finally listening to the voice that has always spoken to me that I've ignored for quite some time.
Come on, Moana.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. Before I say how I'm doing, do you guys think, like what Ziphelele is saying, that we take on the form that other people say we are before we take on our own form? Like, do we tend to run with the wind? When the wind blows the side, you also just there, like that time that's not who you are. Like, does that happen to you? Like, for a fact that I like juice, but there's a lot of cool drink. I'm saying this because this happens to me with juice and cool drink specifically as well. I don't like cool drink. Guys, I do not like cool drink. But everybody's drinking cool drink. Now my little fine self, I'm just like, okay. But I also mean in life in general. This also happens. This has happened to you guys.
Yeah. You end up even thinking that who you are, it ends up getting to a place where who you are is synonymous to what other people say. So even your goals and your expectations of yourself are now aligned to what everyone has been saying about your life. So if everybody's been like, girl, you need to be the actor, you need to just go to a place, you're like, yeah, vele. Can't you you don't even like acting.
Instead of trying to find it, it's hard to put a green tea at the back of your mind.
For me, when it comes to products, I'm very easily influenced. Like literally, you tell me that probably Zara clothes they're better than.
Then you go for it.
Okay, obviously they're better than Mr. Price, but you tell me that they're better than what other good brand, or maybe Zara jeans, they're better than Levi's jeans, and you'd literally find me trying to go to Zara, but knowing very well that, girl, you can't afford Zara, you see. So I think it's a discipline thing. It's a you ground thing. You ground yourself that I can't do this. So
Yeah. So I think personally, on a personal scale, I do suffer from that a lot. Sometimes I find myself, like Z would say, maybe we would go and do something, and I know very well I don't want to do this today, but because everybody's in that mood, you want to go. But the annoying part about that though is that sorry. And the annoying thing about that is that You see all those people that you're going with. Let's say if we're going out, we're going to have lunch or whatever, and I just really don't want to do that. They're not going to be there when I'm alone, facing myself after doing whatever. You understand? The confrontation is with now myself. They're not there to affirm me. They're not there to, you get what I'm trying to say? Now I need to face myself. So I was in a cycle like that for a very long time, where I would just go with the flow. But the problem is the flow was detrimental to who I really was. And now you're so deep into it that when you say, but I actually don't like 1, 2, 3, people gonna be like, girl, you lie. Girl, you lie. Like, I know you can like drink a gallon of water for like, you get what I'm trying to, and you're just trying to girl, I don't. It's not who I am. Like, it's not my vibe. You know, so I relate so much to that. I relate so much to what he's saying. How am I doing? I am fine. I'm okay. I think I'm better than I've been in years, I will say.
That's beautiful, eh?
Really, like, I'm in such, I'm not in a perfect place, but I'm so much better. I think who I am now and who I was maybe like 5-6 years ago, totally different people. I'm in a space where I can sit and actually assess the growth and just be like, wow, girl. And not physical growth in terms of, you know, I've always been an eloquent person, it's nothing new, but emotional growth. Like, I'm actually beginning to accept myself, that this is who I am. I think, what's wrong?
No, it's mayo. And
That's how much you did. I was trying to figure out what it was.
Oh, she doesn't eat mayo.
Yeah, I'm trying to
sorry about that.
But oh yes, I was saying that I'm starting to accept myself and to understand that I make mistakes, and it's okay. You know, I no longer live in a state of self-denial. There's no wars like waging inside of me anymore. You know, I understand my mistakes. I embrace my weaknesses now. I'm back in the day, I wouldn't say, oh no, I can't do 1, 2, 3. I think it's something falling, guys. Like, everybody's just yeah, you know, I wouldn't be able to admit to myself that I'm weak in a certain area or whatever. I wouldn't want to show it. But I think when 2019 started, I said, God, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Whoever doesn't like me is your problem. At this point. I am
feel like the Platter still
exhausted, and it is very fun.
The plates as well for us.
Oh, okay.
Your can't it's glass. I thought it was plastic. Whoa, no.
Didn't bring the thingy.
Nobody.
Yes, we
And this is like the China that you
I was
buy
supposed to
in,
bring
like
because of food.
a cupboard. You know
What?
that cupboard that's locked.
There's China. There's fine China.
This is
Do you get
fine
the plates, Faye?
Yes, she did.
on a plate.
Okay.
Okay, you
gonna
start
press the
dishing
button?
up, and then we're gonna. Okay, let's start. You can continue the conversation or dish
Why
up.
you start?
Okay, I first thought
Anyway,
that I was
yeah.
supposed to bring the thing.
Whoever does not like Zalama.
Yes,
problem.
it's your problem. But yeah, guys, I'm so glad. I'm so happy. I don't have everything. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have everything, but I have me, and finally I like me. I finally like me, guys. Like,
I
can
have
actually
me.
say that. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to say I like myself, but now I'm just like, oh, it's nice.
Is that me?
I actually really like you.
I do that all the time.
For
and
the
I
food, we really like you.
You know, I can sit with myself now. I can confront myself now. I'm just like, it's been fun. It's been really fun. So
look yourself in the mirror and be like, oh, okay, is that me?
yeah, I
See?
girl.
Okay, you can dish that first off.
Oh, fayele though.
My hands are fine.
Yeah.
So, do you guys think, Kukuti, you guys not being well, or your well-being, or whatever, does it affect the relationships that you guys have with other people?
Definitely.
Yes.
I think that whole thing starts with self-love.
No.
Like, that's where you come from. You can't, like, njengoba besho, you can't pour from an empty cup. So what you give is what you are with yourself first. Yeah, well, and
sorry guys.
we're supposed to get a spoon or something. I also want to dip in the fish.
Yeah. But anyway, continue talking. What do we say?
Yeah, I was saying, Guti, it starts with self. Guti, like who you are with yourself, who you are, like in your private space before you are that thing in public. Yeah, well, and it's very true. Guti, you can't pour from an empty cup. You need to fill yourself. You need to like pray for yourself as well. Motivate yourself and do all the before you like able to do it to other people or give it to other people. Yeah, well, so I feel like dropping that to Jane. Maybe.
What do you think, Petele? Do you think the way you have viewed yourself has affected your relationships?
A lot of relationships, like me relating to people, it's really hard. Like I even when I make friends, I make sure that I know that they're my friends, but I'm very distant. Like, you know, when you have people that you know that anytime, anyway, if you cry for help, but when you are just distant, you're just doing your own thing, but you know, also they know that you are there, but you're not there. So probably when I truly like find myself, or when I probably heal, I'll be better. I'll probably be relating better to people.
Is it because of past experiences with people, or past experiences? Like, do you know the cause of that, or it's just something?
I know now. I know.
Okay.
So I put one. I'm very insecure.
Okay.
2, I am disappointment really gets to me.
Okay, we
a lot.
relate.
Rejection gets to me a lot. So I put myself in a space where it's not gonna happen.
Okay, sure.
If it happens, I can spot it from a distance, and I'm like, no way, I curve. So I just put myself in those spaces.
Okay.
So
I've always been that person, but I've never quite tried to find a reason. I always just feel that I just like being alone, because I find so much.
I definitely don't like
happiness.
being alone. I'm a very outgoing person, but
I'm
my
very
well-being forces
empty
me to
with
be alone.
Too much people, like
No.
I'm just that person who says
I thought I was that person also. I thought maybe I don't like crowded places, but I was like, no ways. When I'm there, I'm happy.
I know, right? So I was saying, as I'm seeing people, I'm like, I'm super excited to be around people. I'm sometimes like, oh, I don't want to be alone. Like, I just want to hear other people's voices. I just want to, just want to laugh. And it's not about Uti, you're not happy with yourself, but it's also the part of you who also like to be around people. Yeah, well, so we are humans like that.
Napetelo, I want to ask, is it also the thing you know, that your friends know that they're your friends because you are always giving to them, but you don't want to be given by them because you don't feel safe?
No, it's not even about giving and not giving. You know, when you establish a relationship with someone, when I established a relationship with Wanele, a very mutual one that I know very well, that we understand each other. Sometimes you'd find that you don't understand each other, but you put yourself in a position where you think for the other person. So almost all the time, I think the friendships that I am around, or the circles that I am around, it's just positions where people, even though they don't understand, but they don't inconvenience the next person. So you always trying to accommodate the person as much as you can.
Sure.
So yeah.
That is
You
crazy.
just knocked on some doors.
Wanena, what do you think?
Okay, so it's kind of okay for me. It's a very personal thing. I used to be very insecure as well because of some things that I went through back in high school. So, however, for me it was very different because of that thing that I went through and the insecurity that I experienced. I started wanting affirmation from people. So instead of closing in, I'd always put myself out there, like putting myself out there, wanting to get that affirmation. And so I'm just trying to say with this that Petele has said, I don't
I don't relate as much because it was like almost different, opposite. Instead of having pulled back and not wanting to be disappointed or hurt or whatever, I always put myself out there because I wanted that affirmation because I was insecure and yeah.
No, I feel that.
How has this played into your romantic relationships? Like your self-viewings?
Romantic with yourself.
No, romantic with who? With other people. With the other people. You know, that should have a money. But that's a topic for another day. How has your self-image affected your relationships? I'm gonna start with Leo.
What?
How has your self-image like? Musula parity inside.
What happened to my role?
I was just about to ignore you. Like,
No.
I think. Ooh. Oh wow.
Are we talking romantic?
Like
couple, like men's.
like the Notebook. Me before you.
Oh no.
I don't know.
I think for me, like, I relate to both what Petela and Kwanele have said, because of past experiences, and what has happened is that I've relied on Vuyo a lot, just not put myself in a space where I have to rely on other people and just like just want anything to do with other people except to laugh and be great. It's fine. And if we are making other people flourish, we make other people flourish. And so how that translates into relationships is that I do not want relationships because I'm always in this space where I'm like, okay, but if you come into my space, then Vuyo needs to start shifting and relying on you for emotional needs and things like that. And I'm not comfortable with that because no one is perfect. At some point in time, you're going to disappoint me. And I feel like for me, relationships and disappointment, guys, I don't think I can take it. I don't think I can take it that much. So it's like, whenever I'm there, like, okay, yes, I want a relationship. I want to do this. I really want to do this. And then when it comes, I'm like, you know what? Maybe not. No. Maybe not. And
Maybe it's not for me.
no. Maybe I could just get money and be rich and just be happy.
Me, I want a husband. I want to get married.
White picket fence, 2 kids.
I want
and a boy.
Oh my god. See, wow. I want a big family for myself. Like, I want kids. Yeah. I want 6 kids. I want
You're trying to carry net for net.
definitely. Okay, even if it's not 6K, but I want a big family for myself. I think what I always say would say man or baba in one line because it's something that I never experienced. So I want to give them, and also benefits in that me giving them, because I want to see it. I want to see how it looks like, because I was never presented that chance. So it's always about that. So I want mains. I want to get married. I want kids and I want money. So I want that. Yeah. I want it all.
Well, for me, I my relationships were messed up. Messed up. I don't know.
Sorry. You know who you sound like? Sound like Pee-wee. You say messed up.
No, I know. In that department, it's a messed up department. Now I want a relationship actually.
Okay.
But I presume I'm not gonna get it because I want it. But
Why do you want it?
I just want to be able to think for another person except for me.
Okay.
That's sweet.
Why?
Also,
Why?
just to experience it. How is it? I've tried dating before, and by tried I mean I tried. I'm very good at ghosting. I'm probably the worst person ever to other people. But as I said, as soon as I see disappointment coming my way, I curve as much as I can. So that's it. But family-wise, I think my ideal family would be me, my husband, and our 4 kids. But I'm just not sure. I'm not sure whether it's realistic in terms of career. Because I want to have money. Like,
I know,
lots of
right?
money.
You want to have a money?
Yeah, and most of the time, money and commitments, like family commitments, they don't click.
It's so sad.
So yeah, but probably my family of 6 will come through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
From
you,
your mouth to God's ears.
and you see?
Amen.
Resign.
Live on top
To
of
be
a
a
mountain.
Yes, girl.
Rich.
Rich aunt.
Definitely.
No kids. Zero paperwork. Zero stress. The end of the month, nobody calling me. Just 3,000 rand for rent.
Really? You don't want kids? Oh my goodness.
Mind not having kids doesn't bother me. Some people are like, yo, I can't stand that future with kids. Yeah, like, you want my shades?
So you don't want any mini you and your...
That's exactly what
I'm
worried
okay
about.
with the regular
The
me.
mini.
Yeah, minimis are very super.
Okay.
They're supering a lot.
Hey.
What you want for?
But the joy.
No, they must be mini their father, not mini me.
That is my fear.
Me and relationships.
Firstly, tell us, how has your self-image influenced them? And then you can...
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, my self-image. So, the last time I was in a relationship, my self-image was not that great.
Okay.
Was very insecure, very clingy, very crazy. So,
Are you that crazy? Are you that crazy girl? Relationship.
I used to.
Okay.
Look at it now.
I'm a better person now.
So
Christ
because,
did the things.
so because of that, I had no grounding, so whatever my boyfriend was, then I would want to be that. And eventually I lost myself completely. I had no grounding, yes, but it was worse. It's like I went to underground, like,
I hope you didn't like soccer.
no.
Start liking soccer.
At least I maintained that one of not liking
yeah.
soccer. But other than that, I became very clingy. I demanded a lot. When someone doesn't say, "You beautiful today," I'm like, "Why ain't you telling me I'm pretty, bro? Who you seen?" So and yeah, it affected my relationship badly. And at the time, I thought it was the man who had changed. Yet it was me being demanding, and he obviously got tired of that. And obviously that would mean he would act differently than he did from when we started dating, because everyone gets tired. So yeah, my self-image really had a negative, very very negative impact on my relationships in the past. Yeah, but now I've grown, guys.
Yes.
I believe that I have.
So you want family?
Yeah, I do. Babies.
Relationships.
As you know, when someone picks you up with their eyes and puts your back down. I couldn't even answer her.
Like, yeah. I think of Timbo. Firstly, I think I mentioned this before. This is what I want for my kids. It's because I've experienced it, blah blah. And then when I met my then boyfriend, I was
Yo, we are Jola.
Ngangjola.
Nine.
Okay, that's what I was gonna do.
No way.
Unless I just reveal that thing you always wanted to know about.
No, I really am picking on her, guys.
So I at first I was like, what? Another guy loving me? I've always wanted father's love, so I never received that. So who are you to tell me that you love me and like you're a male person? Like I didn't trust that. Like it was not enough for me. You're just gonna tell me that you love me, and I believe that. I was like, nah, this ain't it. Like I've never had it. I've never experienced it. So I feel like he worked like double. He was trying to fill what was not there and be present and be the person that is expected to be in a relationship, you know. So it was very difficult at first, but then I think I tried to adapt and be there as well, be present and love, be supportive. Even though sometimes maybe I failed because I was all about myself, my space, and having to divide time now. Oh, it's okay. At this time you'll be seeing this person. This time you have to drop your studies or take a break, go see this person or visit you. Like go out. Because at first it was just all about me. It was all about me. Books. Like I knew good. So now I'd be like, okay, I've been studying at this hour. I need to check up on someone, or someone needs to check up on me. I'm like, okay, this feels like hard work.
It's
but,
a lot.
You know, especially if you've been singing for quite some time. So it's something. It's a journey. You learn to unlearn other things. Sometimes you unlearn to learn other things. Yeah, but it's just a process, and I think to be in a relationship with a person who understands where you come from, because I poured my heart. It feels like this is who I am, and they're like, oh, okay, I'm willing to go with you in this journey of love, you know. But ngenxa yesikhathi and njengoba ukwanela dishes, people get tired, you know, and they opt for other things, and
Salama.
Oh, we've been waiting for this.
I know, right?